a good spot, paid the fine, time to go camping. I found the perfect campsite. The trees are just where I want them to be to set up this blanket fort. But on the other side of that log, there's a walking trail, and we're literally just walking past there. So that'll be a good 10 feet from where the front of my tent is, and I don't want to scare people. There's a fine line between this looking creepy and whimsical, and I want to look like I'm out here having fun and not setting up an encampment. So, with no further ado, let's find out where this ridge line is going to go and what type of a height. I'm guessing probably about that high because I'm using queen size sheets, and if they come down at a nice angle, it should work. To safeguard the tree, I'm using hammock straps around it, and then we'll ratchet strap nice and tight between these trees and set up right here. That looks good to me. Keep all the blankets nice and clean. To start with, we'll string up my favorite one. This one has all the nice canoes and everything. It's really aggressive clamps. Like, use these for your clothesline if you live in tornado country. Oh yeah. And this blanket, I find, exudes a beautiful forest green. I'm not using these as bedding, it's strictly shelter. But if I was, I'd be washing these because it's got that thrift store smell to it, which you know, some people might like, but it's always good practice to wash these things after you buy them. I can't believe this is true, but I've slept in worse. See if I can get a wall up here. Yeah. Looks are starting to roll in from the serious campers here. Hasn't anybody seen a grown man sleeping in a blanket fort before? Hello. You roll in a tent? Yeah. Thank you. Will do. I'll put down this sleeping bag, opened up as kind of a nice floor. Definitely seems cozy in here. It's nice and quiet too. Blocks out the noise of the neighbors. I like this. Deluxe air mattress tonight. My hip was destroyed after that last camping trip, so I deserve a nice, relaxing night on the gourmet, self-inflating air mattress. I'll put the door on the front of it here before bed for sure, because the trail is right there. And this is a fine little home. Cheers, everybody. See, all you need is a couple of ratchet straps, a few blankets, and some really aggressive clothespins. You got yourself a makeshift tent right there. There's good, wholesome, normal campers over there with fancy gear and campers. And to show you how close I am to the walking trail, that's it here. And we're going to walk down it because it goes to the beach. But yeah. We are on the walking trail, and if somebody walks by, that's what they see. Good thing I don't have to be stealthy here. can see how you could spend hours going for a long walk on the beach, but it's not going to get the snow off the picnic table. I get ready for dinner eventually, and in the daylight is a good time to do it. I drop stuff in the dark. Blast a little white noise because the folks in the other campsite are playing copyrighted music, and usually it does the light down quite a bit. But we get a fire going, and hopefully they tucker themselves out, and we can get back to the soothing sounds of the ocean beside us. They've turned down the music, so that's great. You're still talking a little loud, but I don't mind that. I got my flashlights down before it's too dark. Garlic bread, because I'm having salad tonight. The ingredients are in the car so that they don't freeze. I've got lettuce and cucumbers, whatever's supposed to go into a salad.
I'm feeling so moisturized and hydrated thanks to Dove Deep Moisture Body Wash. Grab some today.
Annoying residue? Add Finish Jet Dry for a practically spotless shine.
Introducing the all-new Passport Trail Spot, fully redesigned with available trail wash to help you conquer tough terrain. Our most capable Honda yet.
I'm John. I wanted to quit smoking for years. I tried several different times. Nothing seemed to work for me, but I didn't give up. Eventually, I found the right doctor, and together we came up with a plan that finally worked by using 2 quit smoking medicines and getting counseling. My tip is, keep trying. You only have to quit for good once.
You can quit. For free help, text QUIT NOW to 333-888.
It's right around freezing, so 0 Celsius, 32 degrees Fahrenheit. Walk in the park, guys. It's actually very warm, or it feels warmer out of the wind inside of here. And I'll get another part on the front clipped on here, relatively shortly, but until bedtime, I like to see the fire right there. Doesn't get any from this. I never thought I would be unironically dicing a shallot. Just doing a simple halibut salad with white wine cream sauce. Of course, it's not quite camping with Steve unless you're deglazing your pan-fried halibut pan with a little Pinot Grigio. Shallots. White wine vinegar. That one's still not even open yet. I'll let this cool down before I throw a bunch of cream in here. Got this spring mix with spinach in it. Mmm. It's only half frozen, so that's pretty good. Well, I don't know what any of this is. It's okay. Well, that's what I'm dealing with. I'm gonna put in some more familiar friends. You know. This is what I'm making myself eat tonight. These leaves look like something I would be weeding out of the garden, but they don't taste bad. The fish is delicious. Pretty successful night. Ate healthy, which is something new. And I'm gonna try to peg up the front of this tent here. Oh, got my thumb there a little bit. Blanket tent is incredibly cozy. Right up the door. The fire over there. And forest. Blankies everywhere. Really cozy. Wish I did this 35 years ago. This is amazing. Almost like blackout curtains. I'm not going to know exactly what time it is in the morning, but when I get up, we'll start the day and see what happens. Thanks for following along. Gonna shut this light off here and hit the hay. See you guys in the morning. Good morning. From now on, I'm camping in blanket forts. This is awesome. It's enough insulation that it keeps you pretty warm, keeps the sound down to a minimum. You still get that feeling of fresh air and crispness. This is thoroughly enjoyable. And yeah, you don't need much to go camping, just some blankets and a ratchet strap and some clothespins, really. I wouldn't do it in mosquito territory or if it's raining, but this was great. Looks like there's some snow starting to fall, and I'm just going to cook some quick breakfast here. I was going to cook a quick brunch and then pack up, but I think I'm going to stay another night. The blanket fort held up great, and I have nothing to do today, so why not? Make it 2 nights instead of 1, as usual. And I get the chance to go through and organize the car because it was so packed full of camping gear, you wouldn't believe it. Right on. The energy I need to tackle the day. I like when the syrup gets on the eggs. So I've got all this gear to organize, and you may assume that the car is empty. No, my friends, the car is not empty. There is still more stuff in the car. But we're going to condense that. I've got all this camo netting, and it's not folded up. It's just kind of stuffed in a bag. That will get smaller. There's some random tent that I haven't used yet. Little folding stool, hammock, propane pizza oven. This is all just stuff in my car. This hunting blind, that I hope to use in a stealth camping video. It's you know, super stealthy. If I need just a little bit of camo, if I'm somewhere borderline obvious, this could be good. Other stuff in the car as well. Another mattress, and all the other cooking gear. So, where to begin? Right? This whole bunched up thing here, if it's properly folded, is this size. So that'll clear up some room. It has been an absolutely lazy day. It's actually quite relaxing. The campground's not quite deserted. I'm not the only one foolish enough to be out here in this weather. However, other people have proper campers and RVs and the like. So, with all those pieces of camo netting, I think I'm going to have to get a compression bag for them because they're so crinkled up that they're not going to fold properly. And I'll be going out next week after another video I have planned. And I'm going to be really going through and organizing the camper, trying to get stuff repaired, installing a new reverse camera on it so that I can reverse easily with just one person. It's a little tricky to reverse a small trailer like that, especially when you don't know what you're doing, which I don't. So a little bit of practice and a camera should make that easier. There was a heavy snowfall warning issued this afternoon. I've been keeping an eye on the radar, and it doesn't look too serious. But they're saying that there could be 15 or more centimeters of snow. That could be in the neighborhood of 5 or 6 inches at worst. And not seeing it yet on the radar. I do have some C-clamps and other things I can use to reinforce the tent fortress if it comes down to that. I will tough it out, though. I think I can do this. Might take a lot of hunkering down, but we will see what happens with the weather. It's so far so good. The wind doesn't look too bad. I'm holding off on getting the fire going for this evening. I'm just going to cook some hot dogs tonight. Nice, relaxing, ordinary night where nothing goes wrong is the plan.